Very short. So yesterday Petra won the task.
Yeah.
So yesterday Petra won the task, and she's done it before. She did it again. We're super impressed by this, and she's gonna tell us how she did it. Again, I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. Okay, Petra, tell me what you did.
Hello. Yeah. Well, I just flew. And I didn't believe we can fly in this weather, like more than 50 km since the morning. I was not really optimistic, so I just took off a bit late, one of the last ones, and I was not really super motivated. Then I saw the shade everywhere, and I said, yeah, with the 120 pilots in the same terminal, even if we find it in 50 meters over the ground, will be fun. So I was not really pushing at the beginning, and then I choose I was lucky to choose the right way to go to the mountains. And at the beginning, we were quite nice small group, and surprisingly, even under the completely cloud cover, it was working nicely, and there were some cumuluses. So for the first turn point, it was just normal flying, not with the speed bar. We were taking it easy, like cross-country flight, which I like. And then there was a little bit tricky part of the task because it was shade without the cloud. But still was okay because we saw some people in front which were on the way back, or on the way to the first turn point. We were already on the way to the second, so they helped us to find the good way. And then I saw really dark towards the third turn point, the last one, and I said no, it's just no chance that we're gonna make it. So I said I want to make more height. So I let 2 groups to go, and I was waiting in one place. And finally it paid off.
Yeah, but how did you took that decision? It takes a lot of courage not to let 2 groups go ahead. How do you do that? You just say they're not they're stupid, but you can't make it, or you think you're you don't believe what you see, or you don't believe the group effect. It takes a lot of strength to not to follow the group. How do you do it?
I think in these conditions I'm quite confident myself. So when I see like it's almost no chance and they gonna just land, I'm like, I was just trying to make few more kilometers. I was in that moment still, I was not really believing. Even in the middle of the task I was like, yeah, to make a goal almost impossible. I think we made the goal only because there was a sun coming exactly when I arrived over the river back. The sun came out, and that was our help. Otherwise there was no chance. But yeah.
You talk to yourself in the air?
Yesterday I talked a lot to the birds. I was like, whenever I got somewhere alone and a little bit lower or something, it's like, yeah, please, birds, come.
In Czech?
Yeah, sure.
Maybe the birds speak Czech, I don't know.
It works.
Okay, now for a little bit different things. What could you give us, like an advice for the younger? What was your first feeling when you were a kid that made you want to fly? What did you see? When did you see it? And how old are you when you decided to fly, or something? Or you had a feeling about flying?
You think I still remember it? It was last century.
Oh, me too. Man, when I was a kid, I totally remember. Like I was really small. That was my goal: fly.
Yeah, well, for me it was the opposite. It was my boyfriend when I was 15 years old. He brought me to flying. I didn't know what is it, so I missed it with the base jumping. And he said, we go to do this. So I said, yes, why not? We try. And then I realized paragliding is different from base jumping, but it's not boring and it's nice. And then I started to love it, so I changed it for my hobby before, which was kayak on the whitewater.
Oh, yeah. But there's some similarities, huh?
Yeah, I think it's also kind of adventure and nature, and I think it's, yeah.
Advice for the kids and girls?
Advice for the kids is do what you like and listen your parents only if it's necessary, but not to my son, huh?
Thank you, Petra. Good luck for flying today. Again, I'm so impressed and so happy to see you there.
Thank you.
You're able to keep up with the guys with the speed?
That will be more difficult task.
You can handle the glider fine, huh?
Yeah, the glider is fine, but for me, I'm a little bit from the old school, so to push full bar all the time is a little bit against my mentality, but for sure I'm trying, so let's see.
Okay, well, thank you. The sky looks good, you think?
We will see. Yeah, I don't want to be super unmotivated or something, so always I'm trying to stay positive. I think it's better than the forecast. The weather, what we see in reality, is a little bit better than the forecast, and in Brazil everything is possible, so let's see.
Ah, that's good. Thank you. In Brazil everything